All right, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and of course, our VIPs, good afternoon and welcome to the 2025 Department of Energy Sustainable Energy Awards. My name is Mark Way, and I will be your host for this special celebration today. It is both an honor and a privilege to host this year's ceremony as we gather once again to celebrate the remarkable achievements of individuals, organizations, and partners who continue to champion the country's transition toward clean and sustainable energy. This year marks a special milestone as we celebrate the second year of the Department of Energy Sustainable Energy Awards, an initiative that continues to grow in purpose and impact as it honors the champions of our nation's sustainable energy future. Today's event reminds us that the journey toward a low-carbon, secure, and inclusive energy future is not the one we walk alone. It demands the collective commitment of all stakeholders across the energy ecosystem, our national government agencies, local government units, private sector innovators, academic communities, and development partners. Each of you plays a vital role in shaping an energy landscape that empowers Filipinos and safeguard our environment. This award ceremony is more than a recognition of programs and projects it as a celebration of leadership, collaboration, and innovation. The initiatives we honor today set the benchmark for excellence in renewable energy development and sustainable practices. They exemplify what is possible when passion meets a purpose and when our shared vision comes together. And as we begin this afternoon's program, let us acknowledge not only the awardees, but also the collective spirit that drives the sustainable energy movement forward. Once again, welcome to the 2025 DOE Sustainable Energy Awards. And now, on its second year, the Sustainable Energy Awards continues to expand its reach and impact. And for 2025, we'll be conferring awards to the winners of the following categories. We have the RE projects in on-grid areas. We also have private institutions, local government units, and this year, we are pleased to introduce an additional category that reflects our commitment to promoting inclusivity and advancing gender empowerment in the energy sector, which is the Women in RE Award. In addition to these major categories, special recognition will also be awarded to organizations and entitles that have made significant contributions to the development, utilization, and promotion of renewable energy in the country. So without further ado, I would like to call on the DOE Chorale for the Philippine National Anthem, followed by the invocation. So may I request everyone to please stand. Thank you.
iliw, perlas ng silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiging, sa manlulupig, di ka masisiig, sa dagat at bundok, sa simula, sa langit mong bughaw, may dilagang tulad, awit sa pagnayang minamahal, ang isang ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdinigig, ang bituin at araw na kailan pa may di magdinigig, lupa ng araw ng walhati pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya ng pag may mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo. Lord, we touch you today. Lord, we touch you today. You gave us your life. You gave us your life. Lord, we touch you today. To live is to die, and to love is to cry. To live is to love with all our heart. To live is to walk and to talk in your words. And to live is to stay in your heart.
Thank you so much, DOE Chorale. You may now take your seats. And now to deliver the opening message, we are honored to have here with us Dr. Rowena Cristina L. Guevara, the Undersecretary of the Department of Energy. Let's all give her a big round of applause.
To our colleagues from the government, the leaders from private institutions, the brilliant minds from academia, our development partners, and every stakeholder present here today, and of course, the Department of Energy family led by Secretary Sharon S. Garin. Good afternoon. Thank you for not just filling this room, but for filling our country's energy landscape with hope. We gather here today to celebrate a milestone. We are here to unveil the winners of the Department of Energy Sustainable Energy Awards 2025. This is only our second year, yet it feels like though we have been walking this path together for a lifetime. I want to take you back to a moment when we first conceived this award. When we launched the DOE SEA last year, I will be honest with you, there was a quiet apprehension in our offices. We asked ourselves, is the sector ready? Will people care? Will we find enough stories to tell? We worried perhaps that the transition to sustainable energy was still seen merely as a matter of compliance, a box to be ticked, a regulation to be met. We worried that we would not receive nominations filled with technical specs but devoid of heart. We were wrong. The response was not just adequate, it was overwhelming. We found that the Philippines was not just ready for renewable energy. The Philippines was already innovating in ways we hadn't fully realized. Building on that incredible momentum, we knew we had to go bigger. we knew we had to cast the net wider. And so this year, we expanded. We looked at the landscape and realized that there was a voice missing. That is why, alongside our categories for renewable energy projects in on-grid areas, private institutions, and local government units, we added a fourth vital category: women in renewable energy. Today, the DOE Sustainable Energy Awards are not just about recognizing the best projects. We are here to recognize the spirit behind the machinery. We are here to honor the alchemy that turns natural resources into national progress. When I looked through the nominations this year, I did not see just engineering feats. I saw stories of profound Filipino resilience and ingenuity. In a technical report, you might read a line that says, "Adopted technology to optimize geothermal resources." It sounds dry. But when you peel back the pages, you will find the real story. You will find a team that refused to settle for the status quo. You find a company that, when a super typhoon tore through the heartbreakingly familiar path of destruction, didn't check their contracts to see if they were liable. No, they checked their conscience. They went beyond their scope, beyond the standard expectations, to act as the first line of defense, restoring power, and with it, hope to a devastated community. That isn't just energy distribution, that is nation building. In another file, I read about biomass utilization. Again, a technical term. But what did we actually see? We saw a facility looking at pineapple pulp, what the world calls waste, what others throw away, and saying, there is light in this. We saw a project turning biomass ash into cover material for landfills. This is the definition of stewardship. It is the refusal to waste what God has given us, turning the leftovers of harvest into the fuel for our future. We saw private institutions, factories, and offices looking at their rooftops and seeing potential power plants. We saw companies targeting 100% RE supply, not because the law forced them to, but because they understood that sustainable business is good business. And then we looked at our local government units. We saw mayors and local councils who decided that they would not wait for the national government to tell them what to do. They became the trailblazers. They institutionalized renewable energy plans, proving that you don't need to be a massive metropolis to be a smart city. You just need the political will to care about the air that your constituents breathe. And finally, we come to our newest category. For too long, the energy sector has been viewed through a monochrome of lens, often male-dominated, often rigid. But this year, we are shattering the stereotype. We read stories of women challenging the norms. Well, the Department of Energy is a perfect example. My boss is a woman. We saw mothers empowered to pursue careers in installing and maintaining solar panels. This is a testament that energy transition is inclusive, that it belongs to everyone, and that the hands that rock the cradle can also be the ones that wire the grid. This is what we are celebrating today. We are celebrating the shift from impossible to inevitable. This wins, whether in technology, governance, community empowerment, or gender inclusivity, may appear incremental on their own. Collectively, these efforts form the bedrock of the National Renewable Energy Program, or NREP, and the Philippine Energy Plan, or PEP. We often talk about these plans in terms of gigawatts and percentage targets, but targets are just numbers. Until people like you breathe life into them, every project completed is a step away from import dependence. Every policy institutionalized is a layer of protection against climate change. Every household electrified is a child who can dream a little bigger. We are building a Philippines where clean energy is not merely an aspiration for the wealthy or the urban, but a lived reality for the fisherman, the fisherfolk, the farmer, the student, and the entrepreneur. To the winners, whom we will announce shortly, wear this award as a badge of honor, but also as a reminder of responsibility. You are now the lighthouses. Others will look to you to see how it is done. You have proven that we do not have to choose between economic growth and environmental stewardship. You have proven that we can have both. To those who were nominated but may not win a trophy today, do not for a second think that your work has gone unnoticed. Your contribution is woven into the grid of this nation. The DOE sees you, we value you, and we need you to keep pushing. And to everyone in this room, let us recognize that progress in sustainable energy is rarely built on sudden, grand breakthroughs. We honor not just the achievements, but the spirit behind them. The resolve to keep pushing forward, the resolve to keep improving, the resolve to prove that collective action, government, private sector, and community, hand in hand, can indeed drive national transformation. Once again, I'm delighted to welcome you to the DOE Sustainable Energy Awards 2025. Thank you, and may we all sustain positive energy throughout the day.
Thank you so much, Yusek Guevara, for that warm and sincere welcome. Again, let's give a big hand to our Undersecretary. All right, and now, a steadfast leader in advancing our nation's clean energy transition, the Secretary of the Department of Energy, Secretary Sharon S. Garin, will join us today to share her keynote message. Everyone, let's all give a big round of applause to our DOE Secretary.
Gandang hapon po. Sorry, hindi pa ako nagbabasa. Hindi ko alam may dress code pala. Pero at least si Yusek Mike Apongkol naka-dress code. Now, congratulations to Rembi for this. This is probably one of the most important days of DOE. Today, this month is National Energy Consciousness Month. We have so many activities. We had tree planting, we have dance contest. We have so many activities na like trainings and for GAD also. But I think this is one of the most significant because we've gone so far. This is just a symbol for me na we've gone so far in terms of energy transition, in terms of renewable energy. And for that, I would like to congratulate the Renewable Energy Management Bureau headed by Director Maris. And of course, the most brilliant undersecretary in the whole wide world, Undersecretary Guevara, Rowena Cristina Guevara. And also I want to acknowledge all our partners, private man or from the different agencies, all stakeholders who have worked diligently to make this event possible. Your dedication reflects the spirit of collaboration that drives the energy transition in the Philippines. Buti na lang may poste dito at hindi ko makita yung audience dyan. Good afternoon po. The Sustainable Energy Awards, launched in 2024, and it's only 1 year, was envisioned as a platform to recognize outstanding initiatives that advance renewable energy and sustainability. Today, we reaffirm that vision by honoring individuals, institutions, and communities whose effort have had meaningful impact on social, economic, and environmental outcomes. Our objectives are aligned in the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, particularly to ensure universal access to energy services and scaling up renewable energy and gender equality, among others, which we advance through the initiatives like the Women in RE category. However, beyond global goals, the Philippines has set an ambitious renewable energy target under the Philippine Energy Plan, or the PEP, and our National Renewable Energy Program, to increase the share of renewable energy in power generation mix by 35% in 2030 and 50% by 2040. Pero kayang-kaya namin to. Kayang-kaya natin to. 35% by 2030 and 50% by 2040. These targets represent our commitments that require coordinated action across government, industry, and civil societies for a future where energy is clean, reliable, and accessible to every Filipino. This year, we celebrate excellence across 4 major categories. RE projects on grid areas, exemplifying innovation and community impact. Private institutions, demonstrating leadership in sustainability and carbon reduction. Local government units, fostering policies and programs that enable renewable energy adoption. This is probably one of my favorites because it means we have leaders that are progressive and are very thoughtful about the future of our children. Women in renewable energy, honoring female leaders whose vision and expertise drive progress and gender equality in the sector. Actually, sa DOE, hindi to kailangan. Overpowered ang mga lalaki sa DOE. To our awardees, your achievements set the benchmark for excellence and inspire others to follow in your footsteps. We also confer special recognition to projects and institutions that have made remarkable contributions, including off-grid renewable energy initiatives and financing institutions that support sustainable investments. These efforts ensure that clean energy reaches even the most remote communities. As we move toward our national and global energy goals, the role of the private sector is indispensable. Businesses are not merely consumers of energy, but they are catalysts for innovation and investment. We call on corporations, developers, and financial institutions to join this wave of progress in clean energy. Let us invest boldly in renewable energy projects from large-scale generation to distributed energy solutions. Let us integrate sustainability into operations, reducing carbon footprints, and adopting energy efficiency measures. And let us collaborate with government and communities, ensuring that the benefits of clean energy are inclusive and far-reaching. As we honor our champions of sustainability, let us remember that the energy transition is a shared responsibility. Every innovation, every policy, and every partnership brings us closer to a future where energy is clean, accessible, and equitable for all Filipinos. Today, we also mark the establishment of key partnerships that will further advance the country's renewable energy agenda. These strategic collaborations will strengthen the DOE's capacity to implement its programs with greater effectiveness and efficiency. We will be signing a memorandum of agreement with the Land Bank of the Philippines, formalizing a partnership between the DOE and Land Bank for the implementation of the Philippine Geothermal Resource De-risking Facility. This partnership represents a significant step towards accelerating geothermal development and reducing investment risks in the sector. Hopefully, we get back with this de-risking facility. We'll be back on top of geothermal. We used to be number 2. Now we're number 4 or 3. We'll be back as number 2. Hindi pwede 1 eh. Ano ba yung number 1 ulit? US? US. That's too big to defeat. The DOE is also formalizing our partnership with the British Embassy in Manila through the UK Partnering for Accelerated Climate Transition program. Through this initiative, the British government seeks to support the Philippines in meeting its commitments to reduce and avoid greenhouse gas emissions by 2030, as well as in achieving its renewable energy targets under the Philippine Energy Plan. We likewise continue to strengthen our collaboration. I just want to go back to the agreement. This is an agreement with the UK, but because of the efforts of Remby, Yusek Guevara, and the whole industry, we're the most popular country these days for bilateral agreements as far as clean energy is concerned. That is, I think, symbolic of the accomplishment of this country for renewable and sustainable energy. We likewise continue to strengthen our collaboration with the academe in advancing the nation's renewable energy, energy efficiency, and energy conservation agenda. In line with this commitment, the DOE will execute a memoranda of agreement with 3 higher education institutions: the Mariano Marcos State University, the Northern Iloilo State University, and the Pampanga State Agricultural University. For the establishment and cooperation of Centers for Affiliated Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency and Conservation, or CARES. Ang haba nito, 3 letra lang. Center for Affiliated Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency and Conservation, or CARES, for the year 2025. These CARES will serve as DOE-affiliated hubs for research, capacity building, renewable energy data development, community extension, and technology promotion. Dami pala to. This is very significant in terms of like having the academe, and even DOST for that matter, because we have bright inventors in the Philippines. And I think we need to develop our own technology fitting for the Philippines, and that we should start at home. Nakita ko sa Facebook ng isang araw, may isang estudyante that invented lamps, I think, that gets energy from salt water. And I met in Taiwan, Filipino participating in the Taiwan Fair, who's doing, how do you call that? Intelligent farming using renewable energy. So there are so many Filipinos that have initiatives, and I hope with partnerships like this, then we can have more new technologies that are proudly Filipino. Together, let us continue to build momentum, driving investments, fostering innovation, and empowering communities. The journey ahead is challenging, but with collaboration and commitment, we can achieve a resilient and sustainable energy future that meets our national goals and contributes to global sustainability targets. Again, I would like to thank all the organizer, Rembi, Yusek Guevara, and all the offices in the Department of Energy. Mabuhay po kayo, mabuhay po yung winners, at mabuhay po ang bagong Pilipinas. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Yusek. Thank you so much, Secretary Garin, for that inspiring keynote message. Okay, and now before we go to the awarding of the major category winners, we would like to express our appreciation to the organizations, our development partners for their initiatives and support the DOE's efforts and push in developing the renewable energy sector. Okay, and now we would like to invite the representatives from these organizations to receive the plaque of appreciation, and also requesting the DOE officials to please join me here on stage to present the award. So first off, again, let's all welcome back on stage Secretary Sharon S. Garin. And joining Secretary Garin here with me on stage would be okay, so joining Secretary Garin here with me on stage to present the awards to our awardees, we have Director Marisa P. Cerezo from the Department of Energy, REMBI. Also, we have Director Clarita M. Garcia from the Department of Energy Financial Services. We also have OIC Director Rowena Joyce de los Santos from the Department of Energy Legal Services. And also from the Department of Energy, REMBI, Assistant Director Ruby B. de Guzman. Okay. And now, allow me to read the citation first for our awardees. The plaque of appreciation is presented to the following development partners in recognition in their outstanding contribution towards sustainable energy development. Given this 16th day of December 2025, here at the Makati Shangri-La, signed by Secretary Sharon S. Garin of the Department of Energy. And now, our first awardee, the Climate Reality Project. Again, the Climate Reality Project Philippines has been supporting the Department of Energy in enhancing the policy and promoting the Green Energy Option Program. They assess the level of awareness and preparedness of business in the Philippines to transition towards 100% renewables and conducted a preliminary study on the socio-economic impacts of JOP. Again, to receive the plaque, we have Miss Amy Oliveros, Interim Branch Manager, and Mr. Giancarlo Pocholo Enriquez, the Energy Program Leader. Let's give them a big round of applause once again. All right, thank you so much, and congratulations, the Climate Reality Project. And now, our next awardee is the Japan International Cooperation Agency, or JICA. Again, our next awardee is Japan International Cooperation Agency, or JICA. The Department of Energy and JICA formalized a new technical cooperation project called the Resource Inventory of Hydropower Resources at Potential Sites, which aims to identify and evaluate a feasible location for developing pump storage, hydro, and impounding hydropower technologies with capacities in the Philippines. Also, JICA has been providing master's program to the Department of Energy in Japan as part of their capacity building initiatives. To receive the plaque, we have Mr. Soichiro Ide, Senior Representative of JICA Philippines, and Mr. Christian Vic Perez, the Senior Program Officer. All right, thank you so much. Our next awardee is World Bank Group. The publication of the Philippines Offshore Wind Roadmap was made possible through the World Bank support. This provides evidence to support the government's policies, regulations, processes, and the needed infrastructure to enable the successful growth of the offshore wind industry. And to receive this award, we have Mr. Bipul Singh, Energy Program Leader of the Philippines and Malaysia. Thank you so much and congratulations, World Bank Group. And our next awardee is the Asian Development Bank. The ADB aims to expand access to reliable, affordable, and low-carbon energy throughout Asia and the Pacific, working to reduce poverty and promote development. In the Philippines, ADB's clean energy projects include offshore wind, or the OSW, geothermal risk mitigation, and rural electrification. To receive the plaque, we have Mr. Andrew Jeffries, the Country Director of the Philippines, and Mr. Shigeru Yamamura. Thank you so much and congratulations again, Asian Development Bank. And our next awardee is Client Earth. Through legal analyses and policy design support, Client Earth assists the Department of Energy in developing practical policies that accelerate the deployment and financing of renewable energy. Their support focuses on removing barriers to clean energy development, improving market conditions for renewable energy investment, and ensuring the power sector policies align with the long-term transition goal. To receive the plaque, we have attorney Christian Smile Yu. And next, our next awardee is Transition Zero. Transition Zero provides modeling insights and policy analysis needed to identify the least cost renewable energy pathways, assisting the DOE in designing the needed policies and incentives to scale clean energy deployment. And to receive the plaque, we have Ms. Isabella Suarez, the Southeast Asia lead, and Ms. Odette Enricuso. Congratulations, and our next awardee is GROW, Geothermal Training Program. Hosted by the Icelandic GeoSurvey, the Geothermal Training Program is a collaboration between GROW International Center for Capacity Development under the auspices of UNESCO and the Government of Iceland. And to receive the plaque, and on behalf of GROW, we have Mr. Jaime Jemuel Austria Jr., PhD, the National Geothermal Association of the Philippines. And our next awardee is the Southeast Asia Energy Transition Partnership United Nations Office for Project Services, or ETP UNOPS. The ETP supported various projects, including hydropower and offshore development, significant initiatives including improving hydro energy storage. And to receive the plaque, we have Ms. Ana Dominic Ortiz. And our next awardee is the GIZ. GIZ assists the long-term capacity development and policy reforms across various sectors related to sustainable development and climate action. Its areas of work includes renewable energy and energy access, energy efficiency, and measuring greenhouse gas emission. And to receive the plaque, we have Mr. Frederick Tesfaye, the team lead. And now our next awardee is the Institute for Climate and Sustainable Cities, or ICSC. The ICSC promotes fair climate policies and low-carbon climate resilience development. In partnership with the GIZ, it implements the Clean, affordable, secure energy, or the CASE program for Southeast Asia. And to receive the plaque, we have Mr. Angelo Kairos de la Cruz and Mr. Roberto Emilio Hernandez. Up next, our next awardee is the British Embassy Manila, UK, partnering for accelerated climate transitions. Throughout this program, the British government aims to support the Philippines' commitment to reduce and avoid greenhouse gas emission by 2030 and meet renewable energy targets under the Philippine Energy Plan. And to receive the plaque, we have Mr. Lloyd Cameron, the Economic and Climate Counselor. And that's our awardees for the plaque of appreciation. And again, thank you so much to our DOE officials. And again, thank you for your development partners for your invaluable supports and efforts in supporting the country's energy transition. Another round of applause, please, for our development partners. Thank you so much. And now for our next awarding segment, the DOE confers special recognition to entities that have made significant contributions to the development, utilization, and promotion of sustainable renewable energy initiatives. This recognition shines a spotlight on those who work where the challenges are greatest. We are now awarding the special recognition for renewable energy projects in off-grid areas and financial institutions. So now for the flow of this segment, allow us to show you first a video presentation about our awardees before having them on stage. So now the special recognition in RE projects for off-grid areas is a recognition given to projects that provide sustainable energy solutions to off-grid areas of the country. These projects play a crucial role in improving quality of life, supporting local livelihoods, and promoting energy security. And our first special recognition awardee for the RE project in off-grid areas is the 40-kilowatt Tagpinasaw Micro Hydro Power Plant in Municipality of Brooks Point in Palawan. Let's all watch this.
In the heart of Sibuyan Island, often called the Galapagos of Asia, a transformative energy story continues to light the way for its people. For decades, the island lived with only 8 hours of electricity a day, restricting education, livelihood, and economic growth. But everything changed with the operation of the Cantingas Mini Hydropower Plant, bringing 24-hour uninterrupted power service to the municipalities of San Fernando, Cahijucan, and Montijo. By harnessing the power of our own watershed, Cantingas delivers electricity at only 5.2107 pesos per kilowatt hour, far cheaper than the FPC-SAGR rate of 7.39 pesos per kilowatt hour, and it does so without drawing a single centavo from the UCNE subsidy. Cantingas stands as testament that renewable energy can drastically reduce electricity costs, especially in off-grid islands. Its operation reduces the national UCNE subsidy requirement by 195.6 million annually, easing the financial burden on consumers nationwide. By replacing these obvious generations, Cantingas has also helped to prevent infrastructure an annual average of 5,153 tons, protecting the island's unique ecology. Today, more than 70% of Sibuyan Island's electricity comes from clean, reliable hydropower. The facility is proudly operated and maintained by the Cantingas Mini Hydropower Corporation, a newly owned subsidiary of World Electric Cooperative Incorporated, demonstrating the capability of electric cooperatives to build and to manage their own generation assets. Cantingas Mini Hydro is more than a power plant. It is a model of empowerment, sustainability, and community-driven development. It proves that electric cooperatives can lead the way in reducing electricity costs, promoting clean energy, and helping the Philippines achieve its vision of 35% renewable energy by 2030. Continuous Mini Hydro Power Plant, renewable energy, powering Cebuan future.
All right, there you have it. A round of applause, please. So allow me to have the correction. That is our first awardee, the 1.3 megawatt Cantingas Mini Hydro Power Plant in Sibuyan Island, Romblon of the Cantingas Mini Hydro Power Corporation. Again, let's give them a big round of applause, please. Okay, and now, again, this is now our second awardee. The RE project in off-grid areas is the 40 kilowatt the Tagpinasaw Micro Hydro Power Plant in the municipality of Brooks Point in Palawan. Let's all watch this.
The Tagpinasaw 40-kilowatt micro-hydro power plant provides a clean and renewable source of electricity to the off-grid communities of Barangay Salmon in the municipality of Brooks Point, specifically the CEOs of Tagpinasaw, Rabo, Bilapinang, Kilala, and Kamagaan, where electricity never existed before.
Tiwag na na hydro, matlana, bago, mga kailangan ko pamawis ko ka na makalitan dyan, magsagot at mga ngigil dyan, pabiri dyan na, siyempre matlana.
It replaces diesel generators and avoids about 24 metric tons of carbon dioxide equivalent each year, equal to removing 5 cars from the road or saving 9,000 liters of diesel. This project helps keep the river clean, the forest healthy, and the air fresher, while also reducing the need for kerosene and firewood. Overall, it creates a healthier environment and improves the quality of life of families in remote cities by providing sustainable electricity for the very first time.
Okay, there you have it. Congratulations to the municipality of Brooks Point, Palawan. And now to announce our next winner, the special recognition on RE project in off-grid areas also goes to the 4.1 megawatt peak Balasin Island solar power plant integrated with a 5.5 megawatt hour battery energy storage system in Quezon Province, a project of Aboitiz Upgrade Solar Incorporated. Let's all watch this.
The solar farm dito sa Balasin is a joint venture between Aboitiz Power and Upgrade Energy Philippines. And also, we're building it for Alphaland, for Balasin. Yun yung, it's a 4.1 megawatt solar power. Tapos may battery siya. And the battery is about 5.5 megawatt hour.
The installation of the new solar facility along with the hybrid battery energy storage system, we will be able to displace around 60% of that
Okay, so there you have it. If you think that was exciting, then let me announce the next awardee for the special recognition for financial institutions. So this recognition is being presented for the very first time. We honor the vital role of the financial sector in accelerating the country's clean energy transition. This award acknowledges institutions that provide essential support for renewable energy development. And this year's award goes to the Land Bank of the Philippines. Let's all watch this.
The Land Bank Renewable and Alternative Energy Plus, or Real Energy Plus lending program, is all about championing green solutions to expand energy resources and create job and economic opportunities countrywide. With this program, Land Bank is offering incentives to adopt energy-efficient technologies, fund renewable energy projects, and provide regulatory support to make it easier for the private sector to get involved in sustainable energy initiatives. Beyond making this positive impact on enterprises, we empower our borrowers by providing with the opportunity to contribute to even bigger endeavors. Our communities and society as a whole stand to benefit from projects that support the country's sustainable and inclusive development agenda. The Land Bank Real Energy Plus lending program, promoting sustainable projects that enhance the productivity of our people and local communities.
All right, and now that we have known our awardees, let me now call on stage the representative of these projects and institution. And we also kindly request the names of the following officials to please come on stage and present the award. Starting off again with Secretary Sharon S. Garin. And she will be joined by ASEC Augustus Cesar Navarro. And ASEC Eden Brion. And ASEC Myra Roa. And let me read first the citation. This special recognition is presented to the following RE projects in recognition of their outstanding contribution towards sustainable energy development in off-grid areas, given the 16th day of December 2025 at Makati, Shangri-La, signed by Secretary Sharon S. Garin of the Department of Energy. And again, here are the awardees. The 1.3 megawatt Cantingas mini hydro power plant in Sibuyan Island, Romblon of the Cantingas Mini Hydro Power Corporation. And to receive this special recognition, we have Engineer Rene M. Pahilagutan, the Chief Executive Officer. We also have Mr. Victoriano M. Romero, the CHPC Board President, and Mr. Adonis Francis M. Silverio, Board of Romelco. There you have it. Congratulations once again. And now, our next awardee is the 40 kilowatt Tagpinasaw Micro Hydro Power Plant in the municipality of Brooks Point in Palawan. And to receive this special recognition, we have Mr. Digger John R. Mollanido, the Project Development Officer 3, and Mr. Christian Cairo del Castillo, the Planning Officer 3. There you have it. Congratulations. And next is the 4.1 megawatt Pika Balasin Island solar power plant integrated with a 5.5 megawatt hour battery energy storage system in Quezon Province, a project of Aboitiz Upgrade Solar Incorporated. And now to receive this special recognition, we have Mr. Dennis Valdez, the President of Alpha Land Corporation, and Mr. James Yu, the Head of Revenue Operations, Aboitiz Power. There you have it, and congratulations once again. And lastly, the awardee of the special recognition for the financial institution, the Land Bank of the Philippines. And again, I'm going to read the citation. This special recognition is presented to the Land Bank of the Philippines in recognition of its outstanding contribution towards sustainable energy development, given the 16th day of December 2025 at Makati Shangri-La, signed by Secretary Sharon S. Garin of the Department of Energy. And to receive this special recognition, we have on stage Ms. Charlotte Conde, the Senior Vice President, and Mr. Eden Hapitanya, the First Vice President. All right, thank you once again to our officials. And again, congratulations to all our awardees, and thank you again for your incredible contribution to sustainable and renewable energy sector. And at this point, we invite everyone to please take a break. So while we're having a brief performance from the DOE chorales. So again, everyone, requesting for you to please take a break for this moment while we enjoy a brief performance again from the Department of Energy Chorale before we move on to our next program. So while we are having our 20-minute break, we have a grazing table outside which you can enjoy. So please be back here again after 20 minutes. Thank you. Everyone, let's all give a big round of applause again to DOE Chorale.
ng indak ng mga bumbilya. Kikindat-kindat, kukurap-kurap, pinaglalaruan inyong mga mata. Iba't ibang palamuti, ating isabit sa puno. Buhusan ang mga kulay, tambakan ng mga regalo. Tumigtibok-tibok, sumisinok-sinok, paglang malundo sasabitin. Pupulupok-lupok, paikot ng paikot, korona ng palarong bituin. Tatagan mo pa ng candy, ribones, suses at guhitan, habang lalong dumarami, regalo mo'y dagdagan. Kung bukuntit-kuntita, kung bubusig-busiga, yan ang kurap ng mga bituin. Tumitibok-tibok, sumisinok-sinok, koronahan mo pa ng parang bituin. Joy, joy, joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. Heaven and nature sing. Heaven and nature, heaven and heaven, heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Joy to the world. Joy to the world, to the world. Joy to the world, and heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing, sing, sing. Joy to the world. 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 Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. Heaven and nature sing. Joy to the world.
Thank you once again at DOE Corral. And now we have 10 minutes remaining for our merienda break. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. We are requesting everyone to please settle down as we are about to resume our program in a few minutes. Thank you. Again, we are requesting everyone to please settle down as we are about to resume in a few minutes. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. We are requesting to please settle down as our program is about to begin. Thank you. Once again, requesting everyone to please settle down as we are about to resume the program. Thank you. All right, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. So we hope that you've enjoyed your merienda in our grazing table. Okay, so now we move on to the conferment of awards to the winners of the 2025 DOE Sustainable Energy Awards. And on August 18, 2025, the DOE officially opened the call for nominations for this year's awards through its website and social media pages. Just like last year, we received an overwhelming number of submissions from organizations and individuals eager to showcase their initiatives and support the goals of sustainable energy development. And for this year, we have 4 award categories. We have the RE projects in on-grid areas, private institutions, local government units, and women in renewable energy. And the winners of these categories will receive a 1 kilowatt solar power PV system installation and or a Starlink network. And now, without further ado, let us proceed to the first category. This award recognizes projects that demonstrated exceptional contribution in the attainment of a secure, reliable, clean, and resilient energy sector. This award also highlights the positive impacts that renewable energy projects have on the community, promoting sustainability, resilience, and social well-being. And for RE projects in on-grid areas, the award goes to Bachman Geothermal Power Plant Facility. Let's all watch this. May I now call on stage the representatives of this project to receive the award. We also kindly request the names of the DOE officials to please come on stage and present the award, starting off with Secretary Sharon S. Garin. Joining her is Undersecretary Rowena Cristina L. Guevara. Undersecretary Maylene C. Capungcol. And Director Marisa P. Cerezo. And now, the Bachman Geothermal Power Plant is a key source of clean and reliable energy in the Philippines, now powered by multiple units, including the newly operating 35.7 megawatt Palayan Binary and 21.6 megawatt Tanawan plants. Bachman has played a vital role in strengthening energy security. Congratulations once again, Bachman Geothermal Power Plant Facility. And of course, to read the citation, this Sustainable Energy Award under the RE projects in on-grid areas is presented to Bachman Geothermal Power Plant Facility, given the 16th day of December 2025 at Makati, Shangri-La. Signed by Secretary Sharon S. Garin of the Department of Energy. And to receive the award on stage, we have Mr. Erwin Avante, the CFO, Ms. Bernadette Ann Policarpio, the Vice President, and Mr. Marvin Bailon, the Vice President. But before we proceed, let us hear a short message from our awardee.
Secretary Sharon Garin, Yusek Maylene Capungcol, Yusek Rowena Guevara, and to our friends in the energy sector, magandang hapon. On behalf of our parent company, First Gen Corporation, we at Energy Development Corporation and Bachman Geothermal Inc. would like to thank the Department of Energy for this recognition. This comes to us at a very opportune time because this coming March, we will be celebrating EDC's 50th anniversary. So that's half a century of, half a century of geothermal expertise. And Bachman, which was commissioned in 1993, is part of that continuing legacy. So we remain committed in providing 24/7 renewable, indigenous, and clean energy to the country. And our expansion in Bachman area in the last 2 years is a testament to that continuing commitment. Last year, we commissioned the 28.9 Palayan Bayan Binary Project. This year, the 22 megawatt Tanawan Geothermal Project and the 20 megawatt hour peak battery storage. And we're very grateful to the support of the Department of Energy in us continuing to support the country achieving its RE target for energy security, renewable energy targets, its climate resiliency as well as low carbon future. So maraming salamat and mabuhay ang DOE.
Thank you so much again and congratulations at Bachman Geothermal Incorporated.
Thank you, sir.
And now moving on to our next category. This award recognizes private institutions, including corporations, organizations, and enterprises that have made significant contributions in the promotion, development, and implementation of RE initiatives in the Philippines. This category highlights innovative efforts that promote sustainability, reduce carbon footprints, and demonstrate leadership in integrating RE solutions to their operations, thereby driving the energy transition in the private sector. And now for the private institutions category, we have 2 winners. This is also the first where a category has 2 winners. And the first award goes to the Manila Water Company Incorporated. Let's all watch this.
Water flows where energy leads. And in Manila Water, energy is the heartbeat of our service. Energy efficiency is not just a goal. it is a responsibility. Since 2012, we have integrated energy management into the soul of our water and wastewater operations. Our journey has been recognized many times over, earning prestigious awards like the DOE Don Emilio Abello Award, DOE Energy Excellence Awards, and the ASEAN Energy Awards. Sustainability and responsible energy use are deeply embedded in Manila Water's DNA. This commitment extends across our business units, driving them to adopt the same energy-efficient mindset. In 2025, we turned our eyes to the sun and built the largest consolidated solar installation in the Philippine water sector, a 2.5 megawatt peak across 3 major facilities.
This recognition from the DOE affirms Manila Water's unwavering commitment to deliver safe and reliable water services while caring for the planet we serve. Our 2.5 megawatt peak solar installation, I think the largest in the Philippine water sector, and our innovative energy management initiatives reflect Manila Water's dedication to reduce carbon footprint, strengthen operational resilience, and integrate renewable energy into the lifeblood of our facilities. We will continue transforming into sustainable energy so every drop of water we provide contributes to a greener future for all.
All right, there you have it. So may I now call on stage the representatives of the Manila Water Incorporated and also our DOE officials in presenting the awards. We have again Secretary Sharon S. Garin, Undersecretary Rowena Cristina L. Guevara, Undersecretary Maylene C. Capongcol, and Director Marisa P. Cerezo. Manila Water provides water services to 7.8 million people across Metro Manila and Rizal, operating facilities that are highly energy intensive, with power making up 25% of its operating costs. And to read again the citation, this Sustainable Energy Award under the Private Institutions category is presented to Manila Water Company Incorporated, given the 16th day of December 2025 at Makati Shangri-La Hotel, signed by Secretary Sharon S. Garin of the Department of Energy. And of course, on stage to receive the award, we have Mr. Arnold Jeter Mortera, the COO, and Mr. Mark Hill Versosa, the Energy Director. And now, before we proceed, let us hear a short message from our awardee.
It's going to be very short. Secretary Sharon Garin, Yusek Maylene C. Guevara, and the rest of the executives of DOE. Maraming salamat po. We've gone through several transformations in Manila Water, but this one is the most important one. And using the renewable energy in most of our facilities is really our dream. We are embarking on a bigger target in terms of using renewable energy, and with the support of DOE and the rest of the regulators, I think we believe we can achieve that dream. Yun lang po, Merry Christmas and maraming salamat.
All right, thank you so much and congratulations once again, Manila Water Company Incorporated. And now moving on to our next category. The second winner of the Private Institutions category. We have Dole Philippines Incorporated. Let's all watch this.
For over 60 years, Dole Philippines has built its operations on sustainability as a guiding principle. In 2012, we began our renewable energy journey with our biomass boiler facility, using agricultural byproducts to replace diesel. By 2020, we expanded through our partners into solar power and soon after, transformed pineapple waste into biogas, further strengthening our dedication to responsible operations and a healthier planet. These initiatives go beyond our facilities. We work hand in hand with farmers, local governments, and communities to turn waste into opportunity, protect ecosystems, and create livelihoods. We believe in delivering sunshine for all, working towards a better tomorrow through the sheer goodness of fruit. Today, Dole Philippines stands as proof that business growth and environmental stewardship can go hand in hand, guided by our aspirations. A brighter planet for all, a brighter product for all, and a brighter today for all.
There you have it once again. Congratulations, Dole Philippines Incorporated. And of course, let us call on stage the representative of this project to receive the award and also our DOE officials in presenting the awards. Dole Philippines, known for its pineapple production in Mindanao, exports about 95% of its products and operates major farms, processing facilities and shipping terminals in South Cotabato, Davao, and General Santos. And again, to read the citation, this Sustainable Energy Award under the Private Institutions category is presented to Dole Philippines Incorporated, given the 16th day of December 2025 at Nakati Shangri-La Hotel, signed by Secretary Sharon S. Garin of the Department of Energy. And to receive the award, we have on stage Mr. Takafumi Suzuki, the SVP and Chief Administrative Officer. We also have Engineer Raul Capuna Jr., the Industrial Engineering Director. And again, before we proceed, let us hear a short message from our awardee.
Good afternoon, everyone. To the officials of the Department of Energy, and thank you for the meaningful recognition. On behalf of Dole Philippines, I'm honored to accept the Sustainable Award 2025 in the Private Institutions category. At Dole Philippines, our purpose is anchored by Sampo Yoshi, guiding the philosophy of our parent company, Itochu. This is a century-old Japanese principle, good for seller, good for buyer, and good for society. Reminds us the true success must be shared. Business should uplift not only those who produce and consume, but also communicate the ecosystem that sustains us. To our teams, partners, and communities who walk the journey with us, thank you for the dedication and to your trust and your belief in what we can achieve together. And to the Department of Energy again, and thank you once again for creating space like this, purpose, celebrate, and the progress is shared. Let us continue this journey together and providing that when business, government, and communities unite, we can create brighter and more sunshine for all. Thank you very much. Maraming salamat po.
Again, congratulations and thank you, Dole Philippines Incorporated. And now moving on to our next category. This award recognizes provinces, cities, or municipalities that demonstrate a strong and sustained commitment to creating an enabling environment for the deployment of renewable energy within their jurisdictions, such as streamlining permitting processes. This award recognizes LGUs that establish and implement RE plans and policies, providing environmental benefits and significant socio-economic contributions. And now for the LGU category, the award goes to the Provincial Government of Northern Samar. Let's all watch this.
Northern Samar remains committed to creating an enabling environment for renewable energy. Through the Provincial Economic Development and Investment Promotions Office, the province has strengthened its governance systems to support the rapid and sustainable expansion of clean energy. It is the first province in the Philippines to adopt a green lane policy for energy investments. Through the One-Stop Shop Action Center for Strategic Investments, or OSACSI, renewable energy applications are fast-tracked while upholding environmental safeguards, sustainability standards, and long-term economic benefits for communities. The province has institutionalized renewable energy development through clear and coordinated policies. These include the PEDIPO Ordinance that established PEDIPO as the Central Investment Facilitation Office, the Green Lane Code of Northern Samar that defined the rules for green energy facilitation, the Local Investment and Incentives Code that provides fiscal and non-fiscal incentives, and the Green Lane system that reduced renewable energy processing time from years to months. As a result of these initiatives, Northern Samar has attracted major renewable energy developers in solar, tidal, and wind. The province now holds a renewable energy pipeline that exceeds 1,000 megawatts, with the first project expected to be operational in early 2026. Positioning itself as the renewable energy capital of Eastern Visayas, Northern Samar continues to build a strong foundation for a clean, secure, and future-ready energy landscape for the province and the nation.
And now may I call on stage the representatives of this project to receive the award. And we also kindly request the following DOE officials to please again on stage to present the award, starting off with Secretary Sharon S. Garin, Undersecretary Rowena Cristina L. Guevara, Undersecretary Maylene C. Capongcol, and Director Marisa P. Cerezo. The provincial government of Northern Samar has established best practices for RE and investment. Its key initiatives include creating the Green Lane for strategic investments, enacting the Green Lane Code of Northern Samar, implementing the Local Investment and Incentives Code, and passing the Corporate Social Responsibility Ordinance. And now to read the citation, the Sustainable Energy Award under the Local Government Units category is presented to the Provincial Government of Northern Samar, given the 16th day of December 2025 at Nakati, Shangri-La. Signed by Secretary Sharon S. Garin of the Department of Energy. And to receive on the award, we have on stage Mr. Harris Christopher Ongchuan, the Governor of Northern Samar, Mr. Emil Nicolas Ongchuan II, the board member, and Mr. Alan Bourbon, the head of the Investment Promotions Office. And again, before we proceed, let us hear a short message from our awardee.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, to the Department of Energy, headed by Secretary Sharon Garin, to my fellow awardees. Thank you very much for this recognition. And I would like also to share this award to my predecessor, former Governor Edwin Ongchuan, now the Congressman of the 2nd District of Northern Samar. As we accept this award, we're filled with pride and gratitude. More than the recognition, it reaffirms Northern Samar's steadfast commitment to advancing a biocircular green economy. This award is a testament to the vital role of our province in our nation's renewable energy goal. Let this recognition serve as a rallying cry for all the local government units. Now is the time for us to collaborate and innovate in our pursuit of sustainable energy. We must work together to craft local policies that supports renewable energy projects, streamline the permitting process, and promote energy efficiency within our communities. As we move forward, let us remember that our actions today will shape the future generations to come. Together, through bold planning, strategic investments, and a shared commitment to resilience against climate change, we can ensure that Northern Samar not only keeps pace with our nation's energy goals, but leads the way in building a brighter tomorrow. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, and congratulations once again to the Provincial Government of Northern Samar. And now down to our last category, This category recognizes outstanding female professionals who have made significant contributions to the advancement of renewable energy in the Philippines, has demonstrated leadership, innovation, or impact in policy, research, project implementation, or advocacy that promotes gender equality and accelerates a clean energy transition. For the women in RE category, the award goes to Miss Ruth U. Owen. Let's all watch this.
2 decades ago, Ruth U. Owen chose a new path to champion clean energy and drive environmental sustainability in the Philippines.
This vision guides my leadership at Upgrade Energy Philippines and Avoid Peace Upgrade Solar Inc., where we are bringing cutting-edge renewables like installing the 13.8 megawatt largest rooftop solar for own consumption at JG Summit in Batangas, and electrifying Ampulo and Balasin Islands with 4 megawatt solar and 5.5 megawatt hour batteries, displacing 60% of diesel gensets.
But her vision is just a transition. Through the groundbreaking Solar Nanny program, she is breaking barriers, providing unemployed mothers with the skills to become a core part of the renewable energy workforce. Ruth demonstrates that empowering women and transitioning to clean energy are mutually reinforcing goals, the powerful foundation of a sustainable future.
All right, we now call on stage Miss Owen to please receive the award, and kindly requesting the names again of our DOE officials, starting off with Secretary Sharon S. Garin, Undersecretary Rowena Cristina L. Guevara, Undersecretary Maylene C. Capongcol, and Director Marisa P. Cerezo to help us joining in presenting the awards. Mr. Ruth U. Owen led the Solar Nanay program to challenge the male-dominated norms of the energy sector and expand opportunities for women. The initiative trains mothers in solar panel installation, cleaning, and maintenance skills that open door to technical careers traditionally inaccessible to women. And again, to read on the citation, the Sustainable Energy Award under the Women in RE category is presented to Ms. Ruth U. Owen, given the 16th day of December 2025 at the Makati Shangri-La Hotel, signed by Secretary Sharon S. Garin of the Department of Energy. And to receive the award, we have on stage and in person, Ms. Ruth U. Owen and Mr. Thomas Owen. And now let us hear a short message from our awardee.
So I didn't realize this was a pioneering award for women in RE. So this makes it more special and emotional for me. You know, in an industry dominated by men, the renewable energy sector, we found that, you know, most of our workers on the rooftops are all men. So we made the effort to make sure that in our office, there's gender equality. So it's 50-50 men and women, and that we found that women engineers are equally as efficient. And when we look at our communities, we hire men to go to rooftops and all that. But what about the women? It's always a thought. And we thought maybe if we train them and give them an opportunity to become a workforce in the renewable energy sector, then maybe we can change that landscape. What we did was we did a workshop. We taught them safety on going off roofs, and then we got them to do maintenance. When we first asked them, is solar only for men? And they said yes. When they finished the training, they said, solar is not just for my husband or my son, it's also for me. And it's for us, that's life-changing. Women are brave enough to go up roofs, brave enough to battle on and be economically empowered. But we don't stop there. Sustainability is in our culture. You need to be all hands on deck. Last week, we signed a memorandum of agreement with TESDA to give national certification for all the women trained in the solar industry. How about that? So it's not just us. It's not about us. It's really about the whole of industry effect. And yesterday, we have the UN Women and the UN Environment Program coming to our office to say, we want to do more with you so that the entire industry will benefit women. So for the DOE to recognize this endeavor, maraming salamat po. And to all the solar nanay, present and future, this is for you.
There you have it. Thank you so much, Miss Owen. Please remain on stage, Miss Owen and Mr. Thomas Owen. And at the same time, may we invite our remaining major award winners to come up on stage together with our major delegates for a group photo with our Department of Energy officials. This will be a quick group photo opportunity for everyone. Again, let us gather here on stage for a group photo together with our Department of Energy officials. Thank you. All right, let's all squeeze in and let's take the center stage. All right, everyone, let's all smile for our group photo. Everyone, let's all give a big round of applause to all our major winners. All right, there you have it. Thank you so much and congratulations once again. Thank you so much to our DOE officials, Secretary Sharon S. Garin, Undersecretary Rowena Cristina L. Guevara, Undersecretary Mylene C. Capongcol, and Director Marisa P. Cerezo. And that is all for the awards for this year's Sustainable Energy Awards. And of course, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to all our awardees and our deepest gratitude to every organization, partner, and individual who continues to champion clean and sustainable energy across the country. Your dedication inspires progress and strengthens our collective vision for a greener and more resilient future. And as we move forward with today's celebration, we will now shift to another significant moment, one that reinforces our commitment to collaboration and transformative energy initiatives. But before that, allow me to introduce our singer and performer for this afternoon. Everyone, let's all give a big round of applause to Tawag ng Tanghalan's Miss Shane Gulye.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me that I call my own. Through the dark, through the door, through where no one's been before, and it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care if they call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, and say that you'll bring me along to the world you see, to the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
More, all right. For my next song, I'm gonna sing an OPM song, and hope you liked it, everyone.
There I was, alone in the shadow, couldn't find my way. Then you came in and brought along the sunshine. Now you're here to stay, and you make me shine, shine like the stars in the heavens. Shine, shine, you keep me shining through. Shine, shine with the light that you've given. It's true. I'm shining on all because of you. And so watch me go, a light shines within me. People ask me why, and I just smile and tell them you're the reason I've cast the darkness aside. You make me shine, shine like the stars in the heavens. Shine, shine, you keep me shining through. Oh, shine, shine with the light that you've given. It's real. I'm shining on all because of you. Like a ray of light coming through the night, bright as the stars in the sky. See how I shine, shine like the stars in the heavens. Shine, shine, you keep me shining through. Oh, shine, shine with the light that you've given. It's room. I'm shining on all because of you. With the light that you've given is true. I'm shining on all because of you. You make me shine. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations.
There you have it. Thank you so much, our amazing performers, Shane Gulye. All right, and now, ladies and gentlemen, let us all witness the signing of the Memorandum of Agreement between the Department of Energy and the Land Bank of the Philippines. The Memorandum of Agreement establishes a strategic partnership between the Department of Energy and the Land Bank of the Philippines to implement the Philippine Geothermal Resource De-risking Facility, or the PGRDF, funded through an Asian Development Bank supported sovereign loan. The facility aims to reduce the high cost and risk of early-stage geothermal exploration by sharing exploration risk, enabling developers to proceed with exploratory drilling and advance new geothermal projects. And under the MOA, DOE provides a policy direction, technical standards, and oversight, while Land Bank manages facility, operations, financing, and reporting. Overall, the PGRDF is expected to accelerate the geothermal development beyond current projections and support the Philippines' energy transition by improving energy security, affordability, and sustainability. And to formally sign this agreement, we have the DOE and Land Bank officials, starting off with Secretary Sharon S. Garin, the Secretary of the Department of Energy, President and CEO Maria Lynette V. Ortiz, Land Bank of the Philippines. And as witnesses, we have Undersecretary Rowena Cristina L. Guevara, PhD of the Department of Energy. And we also have the Senior Vice President Charlotte Conde from the Land Bank of the Philippines. And now let us have our photo opportunity while they're signing the MOA. And once again, this Memorandum of Agreement establishes a strategic partnership between the Department of Energy and the Land Bank of the Philippines to implement the Philippine Geothermal Resource De-risking Facility funded through an Asian Development Bank-supported sovereign loan. All right, everyone, let's all give a big round of applause to this memorable signing of MOA. All right, let us now have a quick group photo for this moment. All right, everyone, remain seated. Just all smiles to the camera. And of course, together on stage, the other officials from the Land Bank of the Philippines. Of course, our Assistant Director and of course, Yusek Maylene, please join us here on stage for our group photo. And our Director, Marisa P. Cerezo, to please join us here on stage for our group photo. All right, everyone, let's all smile. All right, there you have it. Thank you so much, DOE officials and the Land Bank President and the CEO, Ms. Ortiz. And now, we will now proceed to another partnership signing between the DOE and the British Embassy in Manila. This letter of intent affirms the collaboration between the British Embassy in Manila and the Philippine Department of Energy under the UK Pact, Philippines Country Fund, to accelerate climate action and support the country's transition to a low-carbon economy, particularly in offshore wind and microgrids. It outlines the provision of 3 targeted technical assistance projects and cooperative framework for implementation, knowledge sharing, and capacity building through March 2027. And to sign the LOI, we still have Secretary Sharon S. Garin from the Department of Energy, Undersecretary Rowena Cristina L. Guevara, and Mr. Lloyd Cameron, the Economic and Climate Counselor. Once again, this letter of intent affirms the collaboration between the British Embassy in Manila and the Philippine Department of Energy under the UK Pact, Philippines Country Fund to accelerate climate action and support the country's transition to a low-carbon economy, particularly in offshore wind and microgrids. Again, this outlines the provision of 3 targeted technical assistance projects and cooperative framework for implementation, knowledge sharing, and capacity building through March 2027. There you have it. Thank you so much, DOE and the British Embassy in Manila. And now for our final partnership signing. The Department of Energy is strengthening its cooperation in the academic sector through memorandums of agreement with Mariano Marcos State University, or the MMSU, Northern Iloilo State University, and Pampanga State Agricultural University to implement the Centers for Affiliated Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiency and Conservation, or the CARE. Through these partnerships, the DOE provides funding and policy support, while the universities contribute technical expertise, research capacity, and local engagement to advance renewable energy and energy efficiency initiatives. This collaboration reinforces state universities as key national partners in research, innovation, and community-based implementation of the country's energy transition. And these pilot CARE projects focus on priority thematic areas, including agrivoltaics, agri-solar integration for sustainable development, and pilot solar photovoltaic testing center for quality assurance and performance validation, reinforcing state universities as key partners in research, innovation, community-based implementation of the country's energy transition. And to forge these agreements, we have Secretary Sharon S. Garin from the Department of Energy, the representatives from the Mariano Marcos State University, Pampanga State Agricultural University, and Northern Iloilo State University. Again, this collaboration reinforces state universities as key national partners in research, innovation, and community-based implementation of the country's energy transition. And through these partnerships, the DOE provides funding and policy support, while again, the universities contribute technical expertise, research capacity, and local engagement to advance renewable energy and energy efficiency initiatives. There you have it. Let's all give a big round of applause. There you have it. Let's all have a quick photo op for this momentous moment. All right, there you have it. Thank you so much again. The officials from the Department of Energy, Secretary Sharon S. Garin, and the representatives from the Mariano Marcos State University, Pampanga State Agricultural University, and the Northern Iloilo State University. And now, to formally end our program, I would like to call on Undersecretary Mylene C. Capongcol for her closing remarks.
Thank you. Again, good afternoon, everyone. Secretary Sharon Esgarin, USEC Rowena Guevara, DOE officials, and colleagues in the government and private sectors, our awardees and development partners. Good afternoon. As we conclude the DOE Sustainable Energy Awards 2025, we extend our appreciation to everyone who made today's celebration meaningful and successful. We honored individuals, organizations, and institutions whose commitment to clean, secure, and resilient energy continues to lead our country toward a more sustainable future. Our awardees have shown that the transition to sustainable energy is already taking place, driven by innovation, collaboration, and shared vision and responsibility. Your work exemplifies what we can achieve together and strengthens our commitment to a just, inclusive, and future-ready energy sector. On behalf of our Secretary Sharon Esgarin, Undersecretary Rowena Cristina Guevara, our Renewable Energy Management Bureau, and the entire Department of Energy present here, congratulations and thank you for your invaluable contribution. We likewise, pinapalakpakan niyo, gusto na matapos na. We likewise witnessed the signing of 3 important projects and programs that supports energy transition path. MOA with Land Bank of the Philippines for the geothermal de-risking. So this means that we will start working with the approval from NEDA or DepDep. And then the letter of intent with UK PAC for offshore wind development and microgrid. And of course, the MOA on renewable energy and energy efficiency development in partnership with our academe. We also acknowledge our DOE officials, organizers, partners, especially GIZ and the Institute for Clean and Sustainable Cities, and to our REMBI and the Technical Services Management Division, the DOE Coral, and everyone who worked behind the scenes. Your dedication made this event possible. As we close, let us carry forward the inspiration from today's remain steadfast in advancing sustainable energy for cleaner and more resilient Philippines. We look forward to the 2026 Sustainable Energy Awards. Thank you and congratulations once again. Ayan, and
Thank you so much, Yusek Mylene C. Capongcol, for that very wonderful closing remarks. Okay, so now, again, we would like to thank everyone for staying with us all throughout today's program. So we invite everyone to please stay and join us as we will be serving a buffet dinner for everyone. So please do relax, enjoy the rest of the day, and of course, again, celebrate with us on the next Sustainable Energy Awards. This has been your host. My name is Mark Way. Again, please do enjoy the rest of the day at mabuhay po tayong lahat. Merry Christmas! And of course, we would like to share something special with all of you. Please sit back and enjoy our same-day edit video for today's Department of Energy Sustainable Energy Awards 2025. Let us all watch this. Of course.